cash stream. Does everybody know about the cash stream in the bond pit? Just for the guys that trade bonds, everybody understands the cash stream in the bond pit. You've got to understand it, okay? It's a screen in the corner like this. And it has 20 different issues. And the issue we look at is way down here in the right-hand corner. It's a long bond, okay? And it has a bid on a long bond and an offer. And when somebody in the cash market says, I'll take that offer, which is bullish for bonds, okay, you see a TAK for take. Or if somebody says, I'll hit that bid, you see an HIT here, meaning they hit that bid. Now, in the old days, when we had a fast screen, which reported that stuff almost instantaneously, the guy like Pete Kessler made a living trading off the cash screen. He was 6 bid at 7, and they hit cash. Sell 10 at 7, sell 10 at 7, sell 10 at 7. And there was one lone 6 bid, because all the other 6 bids had been taken, and Peter would take it. Now, 6 sellers, and Pete was short at 6. He made a tremendous living because he followed the cash screen. Unfortunately, the cash screen we follow in the bond pit now is a slow cash screen. There's a delay of up to 45 seconds between the time the trade occurs and it occurs on our screen. But I'll tell you, there was a time when they trade the equivalent of 14 bonds on that cash screen, and Tommy Baldwin would sell 500 bonds in our pit against that cash screen. Because, like I said, with the tail, cash is the dog, okay? And the tail don't wag the dog wags the tail. And they were spreading, everybody spreads. Guys that trade bonds, you know, the guys on the outside, they trade against cash. They know what's going on, okay, in the cash market. And this was our little glimpse into the cash market, and this is how a scalper, which is a hard thing to be. I'm 6 bid at 7, do anything to me. You can't hurt me because I'm 6 bid at 7. If you sell me 6s, I'll get rid of them at 6. If you buy 7s from me, I'll buy 7s and scratch the trade. You can't hurt me. That's a nice concept, but it's hard. It's hard to get trades because your voice indicates you're uncertain. And you're 6 bid at 7, and the broker says, sell you 10 at 6, you always hesitate because you really don't know if you want to buy 6s or not. You got to have a reason for bidding and a reason for offering. And transition trading. And I hope everybody understands that concept. And once again, because you know I feel strongly about this, okay? I feel strongly about honor. I'm not talking about stealing trades. I'm talking about being in the market, okay? If it's 6 bid at 7 and it goes 6 sellers, you want to be part of the 6 sellers. You want to sell 6s if that's a good deal. Or you want to be a 5 bid right in their face. The yen's ticking down, ticking down, ticking down, ticking down. You know the pit's short, okay? And it goes 6 sellers. You're a 5 bid right in their face. 5 for 20, and you're loud, okay? I know what eats in the bond pit to throw out 10 lot, 20 lot, 50 lot. I occasionally will get one of those. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay. How do you take a loss? Chapter 3. Is taking a loss important? Yeah. Why is it important? I put a star on this one. Why is it important? Because if you don't take your losses, you can't play with us, okay? Because we're going to chew you up and spit you out and get rid of you. You've got to take a loss. Before I get into the specifics of taking a loss, let's go back a little bit to the concept of enlarging the pit. When you take a loss, it hurts. And it should hurt, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Nobody should be a good loser, okay? Don't be a good loser. It doesn't sit right with you. It doesn't look good on you, and it isn't good for the people you love. Don't be a good loser, okay? But when you have to take a loss, take it. Take it like a man or a woman, okay? And take advantage of it, and make sure that the loss you take comes back and helps you out later. So I'm long 10 at 6. And it goes 6 sellers. It's time for me to get out, because I'm not going to sell 6s. Now, I'm long 10 at 6, and it's 5 bid at 6, and I'm an aggressive 6 seller, and everybody that knows me knows I want to sell 6s, and they can hear it in my voice. And they know damn well I'll sell 6s, and I want to sell them doubly bad because I'm long at 6, but I'm not going to sell them at 6. It just isn't meant to be, okay? So I have to sell 10 at 5. Don't sing at 5. Sing at 5. Don't do that. Do not do that. Take somebody out if you have that kind of time and take advantage of it. When you take a loss, use it to your advantage. That's a very easy concept. Use it to your advantage. Use it by selling it to people that will come back to you. Okay? There are locals in our pit as an example. There are locals in the bean pit. There are locals in almost every pit that are locals, but really aren't locals. To a certain extent, they act like brokers. I remember the first time I ever talked to anybody at Goldberg, I'd been in the business 4 years, and I gave a little thing on spreading. And somebody said, well, why are you talking about spreading? I said, well, did I spread? Well, I thought you were a broker. They did. They thought I was a broker. And a lot of people still think I'm a broker, okay, because I give up the edge too much. But that means if you want to get out, you probably want to go to a local like me that'll come back to you. And I'm not saying me, go to a local that trade size, okay? They can help you at some point in time, okay? People scratch other people's backs. It's 5 bid at 6, you're long at 6, you gotta sell 10 at 5. Take advantage of it. Sell it to somebody that'll come back and help you at a later date. Because by God, the $312.50 is gone. It's gone forever, okay? It's not like spreading. When you actually spread one month against another month, the first tick is on the house. If I blow a spread and don't do it right, I want to buy 16s, and I buy 17s, well, I still haven't lost the money because I still have a chance to come back and sell 17s as a spreader. When I scalp, and I lose that first tick, and that's all we're talking about today, scalp, basically, okay? And I lose that first tick, by God, it's gone, and it's gone forever. Unless I can plant a seed, so I plant a seed, okay? I enlarge my pit size, and I sell that 10 left to somebody that can help me. When do you get out? When do you get out of the trade? You get out first of all, you get out when it's no more fun, okay? When you're standing in a pit, you're long at 6, and your stomach's tight, and it's 5 bid at 6, and it's not fun, get out. Get out of the trade. It isn't fun, it isn't neat. Go do something else, okay? Go do another trade. Get out when it's not fun. Sometimes, when you're long at 6, and it's trading 6, but you want to hang on to this one, there may be somebody you want to sell it to that'll be your advantage. There may be a broker there with discretion on an order. And as everybody, you're all traders, you know what it means when they go like this, don't you? You know what it means when the desk goes like this to the broker? That means I'm giving you one tick discretion, okay? So you're 6 for 50, but you can go up to 7, all right? So I'm a broker, and I got 50 to buy. Somebody sells me 10 at 6. I go to 7. By the rules, I don't have to go back to him, but as a matter of etiquette, who do I go back to? The guy that sold me 6s, okay? Now, you wanted to be long at 6. The world wants to sell it at 7. You sell 10 at 6 because you were long there, now you're short 47. That's the greatest trade you ever made, okay? That's not, keep that in mind. Discretion helps. Go to people that can exercise discretion on their trades when you're taking a loss. So you get out when it's no fun, you get out when it's to your advantage. When you walk into that pit, before you start the day, you say, okay, I want to trade with fluidity, I want to trade with charisma, I want to trade with style, I want to knock their socks off. But I got to have some rules, okay, because you can't imagine how fast those losses mount up if you don't have rules. So you walk into that pit and you say, all right, I don't want to be an alpha trader. I don't want to buy it at 6 and count to 3 and sell it at 6. But by God, I want to have some rules. The easiest rule for everybody to follow is, in any pit, if you're long at a certain price, and you were too slow to get out before it went sellers, take a deep breath, sell it a tick lower. Okay? It's a 1 tick loss. That's being mechanical. You forget about the trade. You put it in your pocket and you go on to your next trade. Do I believe in that? Absolutely not. Do I think you ought to do it as a new trader? Absolutely. Okay? I believe you ought to handle every trade individually. Here's how you handle a trade, okay? I'm long at 6. It's 6 sellers, 5 bid. If I had my druthers, what could I do? And we all play that game when we stand in the pit, I think. I know I do. I say to myself, it's 5 bid at 6. Boy, I wish I get my 500 at 5. I really like it, okay? So if I'm long 50 at 6 and it's 6 sellers, I'm probably not going to puke my 50 at 5 right away, okay? There's going to have to be a reason for me to go sellers. Now, we'll get around to this, but there are probably 20 reasons why you should sell it at 5, and I think we ought to talk about those, okay? But the first thing to remember is when you walk into that pit, you want to have style, you want to have charisma, and you want to be your own man, and believe me, I don't understand for the life of me why anybody would want to be a commodities trader, given the publicity we've gotten and some of the conditions we work under. With one exception, you want to make money, okay? So we're here to make money. And that's an important thing to remember. When you walk into that pit, there's not going to be any psychic reinforcement. No one's going to come up to you and say, you know? And you don't give a shit if they do, because if it isn't in your statement, you can't eat it, okay? I know when I started out, I lived for the moments when somebody would come over and say, hey, nice trade. You know? Oh, God, that's great. It was like checking your personnel file. Nobody cares about that anymore, okay? You are independent operators. You're sleazeballs and slime bags, and your neighbors think you cheat, okay? And they think that you take advantage of them every time they put an order in. You think that they think you've stolen from their aunt. You're here for one reason and one reason only. You are economic animals. That's all we are.